Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about flowing from angle to angle, and I'm going to talk about it using some of the practice that me and Shane went through while we were at the Central American and Caribbean Games. It was a good practice. I've shown a clip already with working on the crackdown that I can put the link here for. If you found value in that, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you find value in this one. If you do and you're the first time seeing this channel, please give it a subscribe and give a like if it provides value to you afterwards. The big thing I will be working here is finding angles and staying in your angle, meaning not stepping back when you move to an angle. Alright, so first I'm collar tying, overhand. I grab the 2-on-1 and he ends up leading with his backhand, trying to create some distance by posting on my head. So I follow that up with grabbing the 2-on-1 and then he posts. So from here, I let it go and he ends up getting the inside hand control. Then I fight for inside hand control and I make a quick elbow pass and I stay in my angle there. I get two hands to the wrist and then I pull that down while I'm circling to the backside. Then I fake for the near leg, looking for a snatch. When he pulls that leg back, then I reach in for a high crotch. He circles, he squares up. I let it go. Then I get the 2-on-1 the other side and I'm reaching for that snatch single. And then from here again, I do a pop and fake to the high crotch. Then I grab on the outside, finding his tricep. And real quick here, I'm going to pass to the inside and I'm just going to step with my back foot and knee tap. I quickly kind of duck my head and I pass that wrist to the other side. And then from there, I get the angle. So I'm now just circling to that side and keeping my other hand on his head, trying to keep my thumb down, like towards the jawline so that I can block that way and circle to it without allowing him to be able to circle in. Then I let go. I get to my tie, going club with my lead hand so that I can get to a club with my backhand. And from here, that allows me to get to my underhook because when I pull on that backside, then his other arm comes up and gives me an opening. So I get to that underhook, and I'm keeping a short underhook, so I'm grabbing on that shoulder, I'm pulling down, and with my free hand, I'm kind of pushing it away and down. So I'm going palm to his ear, and while I do that, I circle and fake for that high crotch. All right, so now I get to that 2-on-1, I circle, I fake for that near side snatch. Then with my far side, I'm gonna go and club and then kind of replace that hand so I can circle to the other side. Then I follow that up with a fake. Then when he ties up, I get to that elbow. And this is what I call an elbow snap. I'm just gonna pull hard down on that elbow, kind of just shift. And I pull my forward leg back, but I keep my back leg in the same spot. So then I step, I go for that far side snatch. I lead that up with an underhook, kind of throw it by, reaching for that single. Then I follow it up, grabbing his far side wrist, get to my collar tie, and he grabs my wrist, so I re-grab his wrist, and when I re-grab his wrist, I'm pushing his hand towards the body so that I get some momentum, so that he's trying to push back and trying to move his hand forward. So then when he moves his hand forward, I can easily get that drag as I pass it to my drag. Then as he squares up, I collar tie, he reaches, I get the inside hand control, I grab his elbow, and then I feed it to my drag, carving inside and passing it to that drag. And then I'm stepping to the outside, circling, keeping my other ear to the shoulder, and getting two hands on that arm and circling with it. And then again, I'm going for a club with my backhand. And then I'm just going to replace that hand with my lead hand. And as he goes to reach for that collar tie, I'm just going to pull an elbow snap. And as I elbow snap, I reach for that far side for that single. And that leads me to my double where I get to this body lock. All right, here's full speed on each clip. I think this is a really good drill for anybody to do. As you can see, it's it's high pace, and so sometimes it doesn't come out very crisp. So you might need to slow it down a little bit. Sometimes I get a little bit amped, so I'm a little bit faster with it, and I need to slow it down myself. So if you're like that, take your time with it. Especially in the beginning, you can kind of slow it down. Really exaggerate the fakes that you're doing, the pulls or the elbow passes. So rather than just kind of passing it and stepping to it, kind of pass, step, 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 let it go. Then you find the next move. I think exaggerating those things really help you to kind of understand the positions and then be able to find it when it's live. But like I said in the beginning, if you got value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe, pass it on to somebody you think it'll help, and keep following for more content. Thank you.